Here's one of my personal emails. So when I was working for Spring at the time, we ran a fundraising program and we were looking for companies that were raising capital from impact investors because we wanted to be able to support them and educate them on how to go about doing so. So if you can see over here, subject line, it's customized. It's their company name. I found Teen Job Find on Gust. So it provides some context. It also creates or provokes some curiosity because they're like, oh, why did you find me on Gus? Because Gus is not just a regular platform. Gus is actually a platform where people create their company profiles if they're looking to raise money from investors. Again, here I'm explaining the context. I found your company on Gus. I believe we have aligned values. So that is the kind of relevant and sincere praise piece. So I'm talking about shared values that we care about using business as a force for good. Because at the time I was looking for B Corp companies on Gus specifically. So these are companies that are certified to actually they're certified to actually be doing some form of good, not just purely for profit. And then I set the context. We help mission-driven companies around the world that are raising seed capital, especially if they're looking to get it from impact investors. So I'm explaining why I'm interested in speaking with them. With the call to action, notice I bolded as well. Was wondering, are you currently raising a round of funding or planning to in the next 6 months? So here, I'm not trying to get a meeting yet. I'm just trying to qualify them. And I just want to know, are they actively raising a round of funding? Very simple, very easy to reply to. If you notice at the end there, so I provide a bit more context. Spring specializes in providing training, coaching, and mentorship on fundraising. That's just a kind of a repeat of the above. Let me know if you're raising and we can dig deeper and see if we can collaborate. So again, I'm repeating the ask. Let me know if you're raising, right? So again, very straightforward ask. And I think the results speak louder than words. So let's take a look at how that campaign played out. So this was just one of the batches of those emails that I sent out. I did this over a bunch of different rounds. You can see, I think this is round 7 of 8 rounds that I tracked at the time. And each batch was about 50 emails or so, give or take. So you can see with this one, how many emails sent? 58, I think, if I remember. And then open rates 47, so 87% open rate. So that's pretty good open rate. Response rates of the 47 that were opened, 46 of them actually replied. Some of them said no, some of them said yes, some of them said maybe, what have you. But even a no is better than people just not replying because you can disqualify them, right? Some emails obviously bounce, but I think you get the point here. If you apply that, and if you actually use the right way to kind of have those short, simple call to actions, the good subject lines, kind of setting the context, making it relevant for them, you're much more likely to get good response rates. If you're wondering in terms of industry standard, generally a good response rate, last I searched online, is about 15 to 20%. And that's not very impressive. I think most of that stats comes from more marketing centric emails. But if you're getting close to 90% or more open rate response rates, I think you're doing a pretty good job with your email campaign. And that's pretty much it in terms of crafting messaging. I hope this helps. Obviously, if you want to send me or post a copy of your draft email, I'm happy to review it and provide some feedback. So I'll create a separate section that you can view as a discussion section where you can post your copy. Or if you want to send it to me by email, happy to respond to that as well. My email is chin, CHIN, @classynarwhal.com, CLASSYNARWHAL.com.